Well, I'm actually gonna radio the coroner's office right here. Yes, I'm actually I'm gonna radio the coroner's office, so they'll actually will be here in about 15 minutes. Yeah, I actually really work in a funeral home, so we're gonna have to remove the body as soon as the coroner's office gets here, and then we'll take the body out to the morgue, to the funeral home, and we will do a and I'll do an autopsy to see what how this person died in my bed. I actually work for crime detectives. Yeah, so I work with homicide crime detectives. But just know, I'm just only doing this as little acting thing, little acting as well. This is how I operate on the corner when I operate on a live human. What I do is I check. What I do is I what I do is I I do a little autopsy on this. I look and see how this person died. This is how, this is how I operate on the person who died. I listen to his heart, like this, something like that. So he's cold to a touch. Usually, when people die, right, they're cold to a touch. So this is how I work in a funeral home. I am licensed to work in a funeral home director. Yeah, so I've been working in a funeral home for the last few years. I'm getting my license as my funeral to work in a funeral home. I even like to I even like to walk in on other people's funerals. I find funerals so good to go to. Even the people I don't even know, I walk into funerals all the time. So how we prepare for the casket? Yeah. This is the casket where we'll put the body in. So this is how we do it. We lift them up. We lift we lift the person up. And how we prepare. This is how we prepare for a funeral. We put the man we put the body right in. We put the person in, and we give people some time to say their goodbye to their loved one. And so during a funeral, this is what we do for visitations. For one last time on their saying goodbye to their loved one. And we hear. And this is how we prepare for. This is how we. This is how we. This is how we prepare for. This is how we practice for. This is how we practice for a funeral. How we prepare for funerals. And then what we do is when we're ready to close the casket, what we do is we cover them up. We get them covered up. Yeah, what we do is this. So what we do is we close the casket just like this. Close the casket up. We just lower the casket and say goodbye. See you later. And then usually the Baltimores would carry the person out to the grave, out to the cemetery. So usually the Baltimores would come, and this is how we prepare when we take somebody to the cemetery. And we prepare their burial, where where they get buried. So that's how we do it. See? And during funerals, actually during a funeral, when we carry the casket out, when Baltimore's carried the casket out to the hearse, they're usually required to wear gloves. And then when we get to the burial site, a person places a glove on top of the on the casket, just like this. Right. One person keeps one glove, and the other one places one on the casket, which shows respect to their loved one. They loved them. And then we start to lower the casket right into the ground. So usually we would just carry the casket like this. This is how we carry the casket. Yeah. And usually and we'll just pretend. And usually we'll put some flowers on the casket. And as we're rolling the casket out to the hearse, we just prepare for the funeral. And then this is the funeral crowd. This is the funeral party right here. So this is how we do it. This is how we put flowers on top of the casket, just like that.